it's Margie with Early On, Child and Family Center, Simcoe North, back to join you for session 6 of preschool fun kids activities. So I thought today would be a great day to revisit the topic of germs and viruses. So more specifically, how we get sick, how our bodies work to protect us, and what we can do to stay healthy to help our bodies along with that. So we know that germs are everywhere, but they're so teeny tiny that we can't even see them, not even with my glasses. So we also know that some germs are actually good for us, so they help us to build immunity or give us protection from viruses. But how we get sick? Everybody gets sick sometimes, but we get sick when germs get inside of our bodies, and they do that through our eyes, our nose, and our mouth. So they do, once they're in there, make little copies, and then we start to feel those horrible symptoms like achy, sore muscles, runny nose, fevers, and sometimes even vomiting and other symptoms, sore bellies. But once they're inside, and we get those symptoms, we can pass them around to other people, like our families and our friends, and even out in the community. One of the ways we protect our body is like in the fall, in cold season, when the weather starts to change and it gets cold, we bundle up in our hats and our warm coats, because we know that when we are cold, there's more chance of us getting sick. So because we know that germs do not like fever. So I'm going to talk a little bit first about the germs. So I want to do the pepper experiment, and I know a lot of you have probably already seen this, but it's fun for children learn a little bit better by practicing those things. So repeating the activity so that they understand them a little bit better. So I'm going to put some pepper in my bowl here, and those are my germs. And when I put my finger in, you'll see that the germs stick right to my finger. Let me just put my paper up here. Do you see that? Germs everywhere. But the good news is germs do not like soap. So when I put my finger in my little dish soap here, and you can use any dish soap, and I put my finger in it again, they scatter. I hope you can see that. So that's what they do. So make sure you're washing your hands a lot when you're coming back inside from playing, when you've gone to visit somebody, gone to the bathroom, before you eat, after you blow your nose. So lots of hand washing, and singing songs while you're washing your hands is a great way to get children involved in that. So that's activity 1. So how our bodies work to protect us, we try not to worry about that too much, because your body is amazing. It truly is. And inside there's like an anti-germ system that's like your own little team of superheroes or housekeepers, little cleaners, that get in there and help. So when we cough or we sneeze, we can sneeze out those viruses, and that's one way it works, but we also have to protect other people. So really important to cover those coughs and sneezes with tissues, because they travel. Let me share with you that your sneeze can travel up to 100 kilometers an hour. That's like a little race car. So make sure you're covering those up, and it's our body's way of cleaning out, but you can find your little chicken wings or sneeze or cough into your arm if you don't have a Kleenex close by. So those are little ways that you can protect yourself and other people. Our eyelashes are designed to protect us from small particles like pollen and allergens and dust and things like that. But we also have little hairs in our nose called cilia. They're like little brooms that stop the dust and the pollen from getting further into our body. So we know when viruses, once they're in there, like I said, they copy and they grow quickly, and we can share them with everybody. Something else our bodies do is they give us temperatures or fever, and that's actually the way that our bodies fight the virus, because we know that viruses do not like heat. So that's why our body is giving us a fever, to help fight that virus. So Chills. Sometimes we get chills if we have a cold or a fever, and again, that's our body trying to warm us up. So we're shivering to get some molecules going there and get things warmed up again. Vomiting and diarrhea, well, they need to get out of your system, and that's our body's way of kicking those viruses out. So mucus, that's always a good one when you have a bad cold and you have a really runny nose and it's very green and slimy. That sticky, ooey gooey, runny stuff is mucus, and we find it in our nose, and it's actually all through our body. Probably don't want to know about that, but it's like a little cleaning team that traps the germs and pulls it right out of our bodies. So I'm going to do a little demonstration on mucus, and just for time purposes, I'm going to use the flubber recipe. So I'm going to pour in a half a cup of glue. And this is a pretty simple recipe. You just have to remember half a cup of glue and a half a cup of warm water. And I'm going to also do a half a cup of warm water. So I had a half a cup of glue and a half a cup of warm water here. And over here I have another glass, half a cup of warm water. And I'm going to put some laundry booster in there. This is borax. So I'm going to pour that in. If you would rather not use borax for an experiment, there's many amazing recipes that you can follow on YouTube or online, some with gelatin and things like that. So I'm going to stir my warm water with my borax, and then my warm water with my glue, and just get that all mixed up here. Quickly. Oh, and I think I should make it green. That would make it look a little more authentic. So I'm going to put some green food coloring in there and mix it. And you can see that's a pretty authentic color. And then I'm going to again just get this mixed up, this borax and warm water, and then I'm going to add them together. And this is going to make my flubber. So you can see that, yep, it looks pretty genuine, I have to admit. But what I really like about this, not only that it works so quickly, I'm going to get rid of this excess here. And just mix it a little better. All right, so this is my flubber, or my mucus. And I'm just going to squeeze some of that water out. So now I want to show you how mucus works in our bodies. I'll put some pepper here on my paper. Pepper on my paper. So this is some germs, you can see. And I'm going to put my flubber or my mucus on top and pull it off. And look at that. It picked up all those germs with its sticky ooey gooiness, and it's going to pull them right away from me. So that's how we get rid of germs that are in our nose. It's your mucus that's doing that for you. So have fun exploring with that. I also just want to say other ways that we can help to keep our bodies healthy, as we know, is washing our hands with soap, like we talked about in demonstration number 1. So after toileting, playing outside, going to the store, visiting others, playing in dirt, before and after eating. Sneezing and coughing into tissues, or find your chicken wing or your, whatever you want to call it, draw your cape. Sneezes and coughs, we want to cover those with tissues. Yes, I said that. Sorry. Sleep and rest. So we want to, especially when we're sick, because we want to save our body's energy so that it can fight those viruses. Drink lots of water and clear juices and soup broths, but not sugary juices too much, because viruses also love sugar, right? So dress warm when it's cold outside, so that your body temperature doesn't get low and make you susceptible to some of those viruses. Eating lots of healthy foods. Treats are okay sometimes, but mostly eat good healthy foods from a variety of those food groups. Getting outside, fresh air is so important. The nice sun gives us great vitamins, the blue sky is healing, and the fresh air and just being close to nature makes you feel better anyway. So remember how amazing your body is and what you can do to stay healthy. And remember, good manners is good science. Thanks for coming and have a great day. See you again. Bye.